Sometimes because we idolize our blessings and our promises from God, He will then tell us to let it go. And sometimes it's heartbreaking because it's like, God, why would you tell me this thing? Why would you make me envision this dream for myself? Why would you tell me this career that I'm going to be achieving? Why would you tell me that I'm going to be doing certain things and then you're going to tell me to let it go? You know? It gets heartbreaking to feel that. But God would do that when you start to idolize that promise instead of Him. You have to understand that the promise comes from Him, right? So He should be more important than the promise. And God would do that at times. He would tell you, let go of the promise, right? Let go of the idea that you're going to be moving away. Let go of the idea that you're going to be doing ministry, that you're going to be, have 1 million followers. Let go of the idea that I'm going to place you where you're supposed to be. Let it go and just focus on me right now. Because doing that, you have to understand that what God puts together, no man shall separate. And that means relationships that He wants you to be in. That means a career choice. That means a specific move that He wants you to make. That means, certain messages and ministry that He wants you to go into. That means anything that He wants for you that's meant to be in this life, He will make meant. It will stalk you down. It will never go away. So when you walk away from it, sometimes He does that too to build faith, to understand that if you walk away, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. Your blessings and your promises like a boomerang, right? If you let it go, it's always going to come back, but you got to let it go, right? Sometimes you have to let God work on the promise because your hands are on it. Your hands aren't supposed to be on it. And I know a lot of us are scared to let things go and to surrender the promise up to God because God gave us all these wishful, blessings in our head and all these dreams and goals, and He gave us the vision, and then He says, all right, now let it go. And that's to build your faith. That's to say, okay, you're going to trust me that I'm going to bring it back? Because you're so focused on it. You're idolizing it. I didn't bring it to you. I'm not bringing it to you for you to idolize it. Because if you idolize the promise, you're going to forget God in the process. Once you get what you ask for, what you pray for, you're going to forget God. And God cannot allow that. That's another reason why God will not answer your prayers. He will not do things such as, like, if you have a sickness, He won't get rid of that sickness because you're only depending on Him because you're sick. And He knows you're not in preparation, you're not ready to get rid of this sickness or get rid of, the position that you're in. Because if you get rid of it at this very moment, He knows our mind. He knows when we're ready to move on to the next level. Okay? He knows at this very moment you're not ready for that. Because if He gives it to you right now, He knows your mind. He knows how you are right now within. And He knows that you're going to forget Him. So He has to make your faith so strong that you know when this comes back, when this promise is fulfilled, it was only God that made it happen. Nothing else. It wasn't by coincidence. It wasn't by, you chasing it. It wasn't by it chasing you. It was perfectly divine and aligned from God. He wants to make it known. He wants the glory. He doesn't want you to blame yourself and say that you did it because you didn't do anything. And sometimes the ways that He has to do that, the only way is for you to let it go. So that oh, wait, when it comes back, that wasn't me. I didn't make it come back. I had no idea how it was going to come back. I let it go. I let it go 6 months ago. I let it go a year ago. I let it go 5 years ago. And God still brought it back. That wasn't me. He wants that glory. He wants you to blame it on Him. He wants the mercy. He wants to be the one to say, I did that. Yeah. Yes. He wants to be the one because you didn't do it. You're not God. There's no possible way you would have made that happen. And He wants you to know that. He wants you to not forgive Him or forget Him when you get what you pray for. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but pay attention to that in your life and understand that if you're not in the promised land right now, if you're not getting the things you pray for, it's either because you're not ready and God knows that. He knows that the position you're in right now, you will soon forget Him. And He has to build that within you to where you're only looking at Him. Don't look at anything else. He will bring it to you, but do not focus on nothing else but Him. He should be your quote unquote idol, right? He should be the one that you're looking to, that you're inspired by, that you're motivated by, that you're just, in love with, that you're obsessed with. If you're going to be obsessed with something, be obsessed with Him. He wants that. So again, I don't know who needs to hear that, but pray on that. Take that up to God. I don't know if anybody's dealing with that right now, but I've been dealing with that a lot, and I'm sure somebody can use this as a some type of help. But take that up to God, and hope you guys have a good day.